Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to Yak'n Fishing. Today we're going to do a rundown of my kayak trailer. It was an old pop-up, and I just dismantled it, put it back together. Right now we can carry 2 kayaks, and I might do some modifications so we can get 2 more on top. But for now we'll just go over the how I built it. And we're just going to fast forward through it, and I'm gonna kind of talk over the footage of like start to finish of what I'm doing, kind of what I'm thinking, and the reason behind just why I did it the way I did. It's not a wet launch kind of a trailer. You see that a lot of people do wet launch. I decided not to do one. We'll find out whether there's pros and cons, but for now we'll go and we'll head over to the footage. Alright, so for here, I'm just taking off all the extra wires and like metal pieces and just all the stuff that doesn't really need to be there. That kind of just comes on the construction of a pop-up camper here. I'm setting up cameras, trying to get different angles. You're not going to see those angles. They didn't really work too well. I don't have a tripod or anything, so pulling everything out. And what's cool about this trailer here is I got a bumper, and so I can kind of extend out the rest of this to the bumper, and you'll see me do that here in a second. Trying to get everything off of the trailer as top as I can so I can paint it black here. I was going for a kind of a black and green kind of a theme. So you'll see that I got black spray paint there next to me. So yeah, now I'm gonna go and start and just spray paint the frame. I did a pretty good job at it. There are a few spots that I did kind of go through and touch up that have kind of chipped either from me using this trailer or from like the winter time and just the freeze and the thaw. But yeah, the first thing I wanted to do was just get the frame all black. The regular coating of this trailer frame was pretty good. There wasn't a whole lot of rusting or anything I had to worry about. So I just wanted to change the color. I just figured I'd go over it. So over there on that side right now, what I'm working on is the like the VIN number of the trailer. I was trying not to paint over it, and it's riveted in, so I just didn't want to have to respray it or re-rivet it or anything like that. So now we're gonna go with a green right there on the wheel well there. Do our best not to overspray the black. Pushing it here too. Gonna fall. Good. Knew it was coming. Wasn't paying attention. And that's just the handle right there to the shop broom I was using. Put on a roller, and now I'm gonna use this outdoor black paint. And it's just me poking holes so that way I can drain the paint back, if you guys didn't know that. So a little nail go around the outside. The paint will drain itself. You won't have to worry about it getting stuck to the lid once everything dries up. So I wanted to put it all on nice and thick to get a nice coating. Okay, so here we go. Sorry about the garbage can. Don't pay attention to it. What I'm doing right now is I'm kind of just measuring out the length of... I'm making kind of like a knee wall or a small frame, support frame to go, because I want to make a deck that goes over the top of the wheel well there, so that way I can maximize the amount of room on the trailer itself. I don't have to worry about maybe squeezing one kayak in. Now I can get two or possibly more, or a canoe or whatever we need for the day. So right now I had already measured up, and I'm just gonna cut all the pieces of wood to fit what I need. Oh, look at that. A bee hanging out. I didn't see that when I was putting the video together. Kind of nice for him to drop on by. Excuse me. So what we're doing here is I'm kind of just measuring out supports to go through the inside of it. And I believe I cut them too short, so that's what I'm doing there. You see me kind of kneeling on it. It's to kind of bow the wood to make sure that everything is together. I have adequate pressure going down so I can put screws in there, and then I'll flip it over and I'll do it all over again with the other piece of. It's actually a 2x3 because this is right in the beginning of COVID, where like the lumber prices started going through the roof, and 2x4s I think at this time were something like $6 a piece, and 2x3s are still like $2.50 a piece. So that's what I went with. It's not as like the weight limit's not as high, but this is a kayak trailer, so it's not nothing I really have to worry about too much. I'm not planning on hauling anything heavier than a canoe or a kayak, so. Alright, so the length of these kind of like a knee wall going on here, the support that I'm building, is 8 foot. And really the reason for that is because that's the size of the piece. It's a 2x3x8. So I wanted to go with 9, but I didn't want to pay the extra money for the extra 2 feet to get a 2x3x10, so I can then cut a foot off of each one and make it 9 foot, and that would have I think add a little bit more stability for like the longer kayaks, or like the canoe that I have. I think that's 16 feet, so it would have definitely added some more stability than the 8 feet here, but I still think it'd be okay. And the kayaks that we have to haul are 11 and a half and 12 and a half, so it's not too bad. A couple feet off of each side and a flag and you're good to go. So we're gonna work, I don't know if it's smarter, but we're gonna work a little bit smarter, not harder, and do the best we can at just maximizing what we have for the price. Here I'm tacking one of those support structures into the base with just a bunch of screws. I'm probably putting in 1 screw every 6 inches or so, and staggering them. I'll put one on one or on 2 different sides, so that way they're going in 2 different directions. That way it's not just being held in one way, it's going in both. Yep, here we go. So we're gonna measure out the distance between the bumper and the wheel well there, and then the top of the boards and the wheel well, just to add the knee wall that we want. Alright, so now we're just laying particle board, kind of measuring where I want to cut it. I already laid a sheet. You can screw that in, it's just a 4x8 sheet, and now I'm doing another one. We're going to try our best just to cut on the line and do what we can. So I am wearing hearing protection during this. Not eye protection, but that's my own risk. If you're going to try something like this, make sure you're using both hearing and eye protection. And not being like me. As a lot of parents like to say, do as I say, not as I do. And you'll be good to go. For me, I just don't like hearing the sound of the saw, and then I just hope that nothing happens to my eyeballs. So for right now, on these like decks that I'm putting in, I'm kind of just throwing nails into them to hold them in place, just so I can kind of just get these screws that you can see me putting in now. I didn't want the board to kind of move around on me, so it was quicker just to grab some nails and pound them in just to secure it all. So right here, I'm kind of just I'm not sure what I was doing right there. I thought I was cleaning up a that other side because I think I had a little bit of overhang. So yeah, here we go, securing it down again so then I can go back through and put in all the nails. So yeah, that must have been what I was doing, was kind of cleaning up the overhang on that other side. Oh, you know what I'm doing? I'm building a baby gate with the leftover lumber. We were having an issue where my son kept pulling down the regular store-bought baby gates, just like the wood ones. So I decided that I had the extra wood. We'll just go ahead and build one, and it turns out okay. It works. Does its job. So this was the biggest mistake of the entire trailer. Was painting all this green. For some reason, in my head, I figured that green spray paint would work well on wood. I quickly find out here that wood just absorbs it, and you kind of lose all your nice color. It just kind of looks like green treated wood after a while. So I did all this work to make it look kind of cool and do the green and the black thing, and I use green ratchet straps and things like that, and I'm just gonna paint over it. You'll see that coming up here in a few minutes, that the green's gone and the black just comes back out. Oh yeah, see, look at that. I already started there on that left side. I got mad and I just started painting it all black. You know, for a first attempt though, it's not the end of the world. And it's pretty much to the point where I can dismantle it and build a whole new one if I want. Or just sell it to somebody who needs a beginner trailer and maybe try a wet launch next time, see how that goes. But for now, we're going to keep using this until the price of building materials goes back down. So even if that takes a few years, we're just going to keep running this one. The bearings have been repacked on the trailer and bought brand new tires. Everything's ready to go. It's got lighting. It's got here in Illinois, so it's got license plate. I redid all the wiring throughout the trailer. None of this that I'm talking about now. I didn't get any video footage of this. This is just little things that is more I would consider trailer maintenance, something you should do every year, every few years, or every so many miles. Look, trailer tires don't, at least the cheap ones, you're not going to get a whole lot of miles out of them. I definitely didn't spend a whole lot on the updated trailer tires, so. I'm thinking the next thing we do after maybe the next couple of years is I think we're going to add a little bit of like a lift to the frame and put bigger tires on there, maybe some like actual boat tires. Get it up a little bit, kind of leans. Oh, and another thing that I did was I added 3-inch. Was it 3-inch? No, it's 6. I think it might be 3-inch PVC pipe. Yeah, I think it's 3, but I added the PVC pipe kind of runners for the kayaks to sit on. You won't see that in this video because it's something I did recently. You'll see here towards the end that my new canoe is flat, so I just was gonna put it on the flat trailer, but my fiance's kayak, hers does not like to sit flush, so in order to make hers a safer ride, I decided let's just put the PVC pipe in like other people's trailers and see how that goes. And so far, it's been gone pretty well. It's made it all the way down. This trailer's gone on a 300-mile drive one way, so I've already put probably 1,000 miles on this trailer. So on 600 on one. 7, 8, close, between 800 and 1,000 miles on this trailer so far in the last month alone. We've done a couple tournaments, so it's gonna get a lot of miles this year, and we'll see how everything goes, and then maybe next year we update it. We still have Madison, which is about it's about a 2-hour drive. I would say it's probably about 100 miles away. Then we have Lacrosse in the Mississippi River. That's in August, so that's another, I think that's another 250 miles away from where I live. Oh, and Banner Marsh, which is another 150 miles from where I live. So yeah, we're gonna be putting quite a bit on it. Just in tournaments alone. Doesn't even include fun fishing, driving around. I know we're doing a tournament at Banner Marsh for the KBL, but I also want to go down there and specifically target muskies, because that's still a fish on my list that I have yet to catch. So yeah, while this is closing out, you know, that's in the gist. That's the trailer. Like I said, I redid the wirings for the lights, bearings, tires, things like that. But otherwise, what you see now is the trailer itself. So I'll probably let the video just play out. I won't really talk to you guys, just so you can see what's going on. Oh, but I guess I should talk about this real quick just before I go. I'm putting in eye bolts for ratchet straps right now, so make that the easiest way for me to kind of strap things down, so I put in the 2 large eye bolts to fit 2 straps each going to each side. So if you like the trailer, you like the design, or you have any questions on your trailer build, I might have some ideas if you want to run them by. But make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what else you want to see. I got 3 more videos I need to finish editing, so I can get some more up in there. It's the end of May right now. I've had tons of tournaments, so I've been kind of slacking on the YouTube, focusing on trying to do some more tournaments. But for the next couple weeks, I have nothing, so I should be able to get back out there, start recording again, maybe get on the river and try to find some smallmouth. I really want to get on a topwater bite. The last time I went out, the smallies were spawning and the wind was blowing hard, so I couldn't really bed fish or anything like that. So yep, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. We're just going to let this play out.